weapons from the sky all around her. She grabs one and dashes in, but she's just getting blocked. She gets the overhead advantage using a spear and sends 2 weapons flying at him that he has to turn to block. But when she slides in with the spear that gets caught by his chopstick, she doubles up and he catches it with his mouth, just acting like Saitama for the love of the game. And with a step back and summoning 2 weapons, he dodges them both. And here comes the fan service. He lets his chopsticks up, and yeah, she hits him with an ice hammer that leads him to move, and she ends up passing the test. But then he says, oh yeah, who's gonna face me next? She passed, but the rest of y'all didn't. So they go back downstairs, and they're saying he's on Reinhardt's level. And Rom explains in each of the other 3 countries, there's someone that's on the same level as Reinhardt. And Reinhardt is the strongest person we've seen, so they really just got mini nukes walking around like this. But Shale explains the last thing she remembered was passing out, and when Subaru explains the stick swinger, she clings to him. And that's when she goes on to say read Astria, the first master swordsman. He goes to tell Julius about this, but Julius is already back up in the exam trying to win again. He dashes in and they get straight to exchanging blows, more so exchanging blocks. Reed says that this is boring, so he dashes in, a kick to the chest, an elbow to the head, and a spin kick 3-piece ending with his fist. Sifu combos, he's not even using the chopsticks anymore. And after Julius dashes in, he gets knocked back but catches himself with the sword. Reed says, I've only been using a sword for 3 months, hopefully you haven't been using one for longer, cause you suck. And he has a flashback of him training when he was younger. So he dashes in and misses his attack, taking a knee to the gut. And with a punch, Reed is telling him he's not good enough. You're not the main character, buddy. And that's when he sees Reinhardt. With a kick and then a knee, he says nobody expects anything from you. But that's when he sees Anastasia dubbing him as a knight. And as his flashbacks are going on, he's saying, this is all of me, all of the strength I had. And I thought this was about to be the coldest rage scene of 2026. After he dashes in, Reed says there's hesitation in his swordsmanship and takes the sword from him. And that's when he flips his chopsticks, catching them, and goes into a perilous attack stance. He's remembering Subaru saying, hey, it doesn't matter if everybody forgot you, you're still the strongest person I know. And we see Subaru running up to him, but with one look, Julius is eviscerated, and we see Subaru carrying him down the stairs. And he explains that Emilia passed the exam, but he says, oh yeah, nah, her pass was Mickey, low-key. She did not match him in strength. And Julius says that means we can all pass, but Julius is getting mad and he's telling Subaru to put him down. And Subaru's saying, everybody already saw me carrying you. You don't have that tough guy act anymore. But since Anastasia didn't see it, he says he doesn't want Anastasia to see him in this state, so he falls down the stairs. He remembers beating the smack out of Subaru, and all he does is smile and say he can stand up by himself, but Subaru still wants to help him downstairs. And all Julius tells him is sorry, and he remembers again the day that Subaru embarrassed himself in front of everybody, and he says everybody may look at it like it was an embarrassing moment, but one person in that room that heard that speech was moved. So they tell Julius to lock in and stay in place. Even Patricia has some words she had to share, and even Rom saying after what Gluttony did to him, I didn't think he'd be so stupid. And